नमस्ते, हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया। आई एम डॉक्टर रश्मि अग्रवाल, प्रोफेसर एंड एचओडी ऑफ डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ ऑब्स्टेटिक गायनेकोलॉजी, फैकल्टी ऑफ होम्योपैथिक साइंस। Today, our topic is radiology in obstetrics. Previously, we discussed about the uses of obstetrics and also the uses of CT scan in the radiology. So, today we discussed about the radiology. First, we will start from the introduction. Radiology is the medical discipline that uses medical imaging to diagnose and treat diseases within the body. So, radiology is also helpful for detecting the many diseases, many therapeutical conditions in the body. So, it is also helpful for many things which are used in the during pregnancy. So, we discussed also here about the uses of radiology and when it is conducted. So, what will the time period of radiology? Both many things we will discuss. Okay. So, here a variety of imaging techniques such as X-ray, radiology, ultrasound, CT scan, positron emission tomography, which is known as PET, MRI, magnetic resonance imaging. These are the various diagnosing techniques which is used in the obstetrics and also in many diseased conditions in the body. Many complications which are detected by these techniques. Then interventional radiology is the performance of usually minimally invasive medical procedures with the guidance of imaging technologies such as those mentioned above. So, it is the minimally invasive technique. Minimally invasive means it is non-invasive, like non-invasive, non-puncturing techniques like amniocentesis and any other conditions which in which we puncture the skin. So it is the only detecting method and detect in the upper on the upper side of the body and which detect internally organs. Okay, so it is not harmful or not create harmful effect in the body. Then you can see here in the pregnant women, here is the probe. One is the probe which is uh, held by the hand, and probe is mainly used in to detect the abdominal, mainly abdominal complications, abdominal, internal abdominal embryo, feet embryo, what are the mainly conditions in the internal side. So, probe is mainly uh, around the abdomen and it detect various things in the internal side. How fetus is developing, fetus how it is developed, and what are the changes coming in the abdomen during pregnancy, it is detected. So, fetal movement also will be detected, presentations also be detected. So, it is done like obstetrical USG. Obstetrical ultrasound provides the pictures of an embryo or fetus within a woman's uterus as well as the mother's uterus and ovaries. So it provides pictures of an embryo or fetus, and also the in the mother's uterus and ovaries, what are the mother's diseases, complications coming, and ovarian complications coming during that period. It is detected by the radiology. Then we will discuss about the uses. Uses, what are the uses, and what are the also the complications may occur during that period if we detect by the radiology. Then we will learn. First is the thing, diagnosis of pregnancy after 16 weeks. It is used during or after the 16 weeks pregnancy. After 16 weeks pregnancy, it is detected in that period. 16 period, 16 weeks, it is less harmful. If we detect earlier, it may be harmful. It may cause the harm in the pregnancy. So, it is detected after 16 weeks. And in that period, formation of skeleton in the fetus occurs. So, formation is also can be seen in that period. Multiple pregnancy can also be detected. Presentation and position. Presentation, what are the vertex presentation, what are the pro presentation, face presentation, breech presentation, and positions also, or lies also, transverse lie, oblique lie, longitudinal lie. This is can be detected in that period. Vesicular mole. Vesicular mole, you know about the vesicular mole. What is vesicular mole? Vesicular mole is also the hydatidiform mole. In that condition, there is the no formation of the fetus, but instead of these, grape-like structures are formed in the uterus. So no fetal formation, and so if no fetal formation, there is the no fetal shadow. Only grape-like or balloon-like structures is seen in that condition. Okay. Then gross congenital anomalies as hydrocephalus and anencephaly. Many congenital anomalies like heart problems, in heart problems like ASG, VSG, PDA, and also the facial anomalies like cleft palate, cleft lip. These are also congenital anomalies, so it can be detected. And also the hydrocephalus and anencephaly condition. Hydrocephalus, in the hydrocephalus condition, the baby's head is very much enlarged due to the accumulation of the fluid, accumulation of the water in the fetal head. So it is very much also harmful, and also the cause of obstructed labor in that period. And anencephaly. Anencephaly, you know, there is the no formation of the meninges in the brain. So these are the very much dangerous things for fetus, and fetus fetal growth rate is also affected by these things. Localization of placental site. Next is localization of placental site. Placenta, where is placenta adhere, and which side is placenta adhere? Because if we know the where is the placenta implanted, then we can detect the next thing, that how or which type of delivery is possible. After conformation of the placenta is properly adhere on proper side, then it diagnose prognosis where will be clear that fetal delivery is normally or abnormal. So here is the importance of placental site. Intrauterine fetal death. Intrauterine fetal death means IUFD, means if fetal death occur. So what is the decision is after knowing the fetal death, then here also our decision will be that abortion is possible or other things are possible, then it can be also used. Pelvimetry and cephalometry. Pelvimetry, pelvic diameter and cephalic diameter also is noted because it detects or it shows that how the uh, fetal delivery is possible, how the fetal size, fetal head size, and if pelvic size is normal or adequate to the um, cephalic size, then it is maybe the normal delivery. Or if the both pelvimetry and cephalometry are unequal or disproportionate, then it may take the decision for or may go for decision of LSCS, means cesarean. Then these conditions are also known as cephalopelvic disproportion. Okay. Then next is diagnosis of maturity. Diagnosis of maturity means like femoral epiphyseal appears at 36 weeks, tibial epiphyseal appears at 38 weeks, fetal lumbar vertebra measurement. These also shows the maturity, and after maturity we can take the decision if any premature baby, so we can deliver the female, or any if any conditions facing uh, during pregnancy, so here we can take the decision for early delivery after diagnosing the maturity. If we know that when the maturity is done, or when the maturity is occur in the fetal life, then we can take decision earlier. So all these indications are now covered by ultrasound, and radiology is nearly out of modern obstetrics due to its hazards. So these are things which are covered by the ultrasound and radio diagnosis. But these are the due to its hazards, something hazards we will see. Then it is restricted in some trimesters. So here next we next the next is a step the hazards or complications in radiology. So first is death of the embryo or teratogenicity, particularly if used in the first trimester. It means in the first trimester it is less useful because it is harm create, it produces harm to the embryo. Or teratogenicity. Teratogenicity mainly chromosomal abnormalities causing by radiology may cause, so it is restricted in the first trimester. Also in the first trimester we advise to the patient for taking the precautions, because in that period uh, embryo is very much delicate, and all the things in the body in that period are very much useful, which are making for fetus. So here it is also restricted in the first trimester. First trimester means first, second, and third month. First, second, and third month we know is the first trimester. Second trimester is the fourth, fifth, sixth month, and 7, 8, 9 months is the last trimester or third trimester. So it is clear that it is restricted in the first trimester. Gene mutation of the fetus or mother, then it may cause the gene mutation. Genetic changes may cause. So the fetus which is delivered, if any precautions are not done, then it may cause a gene mutation, and there will be the baby is not healthy. So, and mother also is mother also may affected by these procedures. Okay, so it is restricted. Then leukemia of the newborn, there is the cancerous condition. It may cause abnormally growth of the WBC cells of the newborn, because radiology in here the radiations are produced during the investigation procedure. So it can cause the cells mutation, cells abnormal cells growing. So in that condition, leukemia may cause in the newborn. So all these procedures are harmful also and useful also. Useful if properly done in proper time period, and if not done in that time period, then it may cause hazard. So we must duty our duty for to take the precautions in that period. We very know well about these techniques, and also advise to the patients for careful precautions during that time. So it is completed the radiology uses, what are the benefits and what are the demerits of this procedure. Okay, next class we will take in next class maybe the clinical test or other things continue. Okay, thank you.